I have a problem. I'm getting hooked on something called Slay the Spire 2. I mean, how can I not when I can make tons of floating blue swords or doodle on maps? How? But there's a way to redeem myself. All it takes to turn the situation around is a change of mindset. So why not turn my hours of gaming into a 3D sculpting video idea? Let me start over. Welcome to the Carnival Studio. I know I haven't been posting 3D sculpting tutorials in a while, and I have a good reason for that. I'm working on a new personal project, Sculpting Slay The Spire 2 characters in Nomad Sculpt. I'll sculpt all 5 characters, Ironclad, Silent, Region, Necrobinder, and Defect, all on my iPad. Yay! The sculpt will be simple, colorful, and dynamic, just like the game. To keep it simple, I'll sculpt their head icons. For the dynamic aspect, I'm thinking of a nesting doll idea, because tablet sculpting has its limitations. But I always like a challenge, and after testing my idea, I think the zoom out concept looks cool. Now to sculpt them well, I need to get lots of reference. I need to immerse myself in the world of Slay the Spire 2. No! What's this? Oh my god, so cute. No. Oops, getting distracted. As I was saying, my hours of research have been very productive. Look at all the references I've unlocked! The different angles will be useful for 3D sculpting. These cards are so cute, by the way. I'll be so sad to see them go. Have I mentioned how cute the designs are? Look at that. So cute. This guy is probably cute under the mask too. I just love the designs. Anyway, now that I have my references, let me set up my sculpt with a quartz spear in the box. It's sculpting time. I'm starting with Ironclad. I'll shape the front of his helmet with a flat box, using the quartz spear as a hit guide, and I'll use the drag tool to move vertices around. I'm doing all of this with subdivision modeling. I just find it easier to work with thin meshes this way. Then I'll split the visor into 2 parts with another box. This will help for his eyes later. Honestly, I'm not comfortable sculpting hard surfaces. I'm struggling so hard here, but nothing that time can't overcome. With the base done, I'll set a gold metal material. Then it's time to shape his eyes by pushing the bottom piece down. Nice. Now I'm shaping the back plate with a duplicated object and instance the other pieces so that I can adjust them all at once. Moving on to the eyes, I set the flattened spear to a red additive material. And since most of Ironclad's base is hidden, oh my god, so cute, I'll sneak in a cute corner bird. Next, I'll use Tube Tool for his hair strands. It's pretty fun to create hair strands this way, because I can use the spline points to adjust the length and shape anytime. And hair tubes can be instanced too, like this. And the back is done. Final adjustments for the fringe. And let's see if this nesting doll idea will work out with the new mesh. Nice. And that's the base done. It's looking cool, but it will look even cooler soon, when I start adding the details. I'll thicken the helmet objects first with the inflate slider, then activate dynamic topology and smooth away. I'll use the flatten tool to chisel the edges, crease tool for detailing, and drag tool for shaping. The back plates are good enough, so let's focus on the front. I'm doing a mix of sculpting and painting to match the art style, and I'll validate the tubes to paint on them too. Now I'll start on the rims of the helmet front pieces, and I'll speed past this because I made a mistake here. My mistake was trying to sculpt the bezel by hand, on one single geometry, so the edge quality looks really bad to me. And I was planning to do the same for the bottom piece, so I was cutting out the cracks first. And then I realized there's a better way to sculpt his helmet. Yup, I'm using cubes again, but a cuboidal tube this time. Once I'm happy with it, I can box and merge everything together. Don't crash. Nice. Then smooth out the edges. Trim tool again to restore the cracks. Make some final adjustments. Scratch marks here and there. And Ironclad is done. It's looking so sweet. Next up is Silent. With my hard-earned references in hand, I'll sculpt organically this time. starting with dynamic topology to shape the skull. Now I'll hollow out the bottom side and sculpt in the eye details with brush and crease. Creasing the steam buns. Then set the material, pull out the teeth. Holy shit, I forgot to save. Let's restart. If there's anything the Slay the Spire has taught me, it's improving on previous mistakes. Previously, I was finding it hard to smooth out lumpy surfaces on the skull because I sculpted small details too early. So this time, I'll stick to a low dynamic topology percentage. I'm always surprised at how much detail I can sculpt at low resolution, and it's always good practice to make a solid base first, before adding small details. So I'm taking the time to set up my base right. Now that the base is done, I can go ahead and increase the resolution. Moving on to a hood. I will position the objects first before sculpting on them. Duplicate for the collar. Her face is covered too. Maybe I can use this as a placeholder? Okay, it's not working out. I'll bring in another head sculpt from my many rips. Then paint the colors and align it to the skull. I'll sharpen the edges of the hood with grease and make pointy with drag. I'll now add a new spear for our horns, scale it down, and activate all the symmetry planes. This makes it easier to sculpt a nice cylinder shape. And then I'll repeat the object with a curve repeater. It will work out soon, trust me. I just need to sculpt this first. Then curve it out with the repeater spline and make it pointy with a separate object. Getting there. Similar concept for the hair braids, and I'll explain the whole process later. So in the meantime, enjoy the time lapse.
Mission.
I'm taking a short break to talk about modular hair braids, because I want to. Let me show you how to make the silent hair braid with just 5 items. For the first item, we have a tube, then an instance of that tube, a group node to transform one of the tubes, a curve repeater, and finally, a tube or object to end the braid. I'll show you a new setup. By the way, curve repeater is buggy in version 2.8, but I'm still excited to share this. So step 1, make a tube in front view, then turn it into a C-shaped tube with 5 points and set it to B-spline. Then rotate to left view and move the points to form an S-curve. Step 2, instance the tube, and step 3, create a group node, align it to the center of the whole tube, then parent one tube to it. Now set the group scale to -1, rotate X by 180 degrees, and we now have mirrored tubes. Isn't it cool? Now I can use the group node to offset the tube down. Then step 4, create a curve repeater. Set it up like this, with the red icon up. Then place all the items under the repeater, and increase the repeater count. Chunk braids required. I'll change the tube profile to an oval shape and adjust the tube spline again. And this is where I almost went downhill and had to re-record the setup for the 3rd time. But I managed to save this braid by making lots of tweaks. This is why I don't make tutorials anymore. Now I'll taper the tube at both ends and make final adjustments to get the specific look that I want. I'll clean up the back and side views too. And that's the modular hair braid setup! Yay! I'll turn this into a headband. By the way, it looks off because curve repeater is hiding an object. Simply unhide the object and it's all good. Finally, adjust the count and tube color, and the demo is done. And I can make so many different designs with this setup, such as this cute puffy braids, or braided ropes like this. The braids may look completely different, but the C and S curve idea is the same. So the possibilities are endless. Make it complex or simple, or stack multiple curve repeaters and tubes to create hair braids like this. I'm really grateful for the things I can make on my iPad. Now we go back to the silent skull. The silent braid needs a tail, so I can either clone a hair tube, or in this case, I'll just sculpt it out, like this. I'm testing out different shapes here, see how quickly I can change the design with these tubes. But enough of that, it's time to set up her glowing eyes, which is one of my favorite steps. It's looking so pretty. I'll touch up the horns, covering gaps and adding more details that I missed. And when that's done, painting in shadows goes a long way, especially in the creases. And if they're glowing objects, I'll paint in the light sources too. Just a little bit more touch up and the base paint is done. Silent is coming alive. Just a few things left. I'll quickly sculpt some torn fabric by pulling out bits around the horns. And I'll use tubes whenever I can, placing tubes here and there to create loose threads. And Silent is done. Let me place my Chikawa Osti. It's so cute. I'm starting with Dine Topo again. This is pretty much the same as the Silent sculpt, just human skull instead of animal. And honestly, this is the hardest sculpt out of the 5. I just can't get her proportions right. I adjusted her face a gazillion times and she still looks off. But when in doubt, just keep moving. She still looks off. Moving on. I'll create a new spear with additive again, but without a glow this time. And I'll just keep pulling upwards until it looks like flames. Honestly, I don't know if this is working out. Necrobinder is looking like Radiant Pole right now. By the way, Orbis is so cute! Take and go! Anyway, I have a plan to make a 3-layered thing. But I'm not sure if it will work out. I hope it works. Let's see. Yes, it's working. I'll squish it down a little bit, then pull out the tips. Now watch this magic. Oh my god. I'm making more fire shapes in the other layers, and doing the same magic with them too. When that's done, I'll finish up the paint. It's looking so cool after adjusting her head a million times. And that's it for Necrobinder. Oh my god, so cute. The region has arrived! Well, he's just a ball for now, a ball which I can pull out to make pointy. I'll use this diamond as the base and build on top of it with, you guessed it, lots of tubes. I'll show you in a sec. Base mesh complete. Now I'll activate the tubes tool and tube away. And thanks to the base mesh, I can easily snap my tubes into a region shape. You know, the first time I saw region, I was like, oh my god, it's such a simple diamond design. I can't believe that no one has made it yet. And his minions are so cute. Look at their wobbly legs. Look at them! Look at how cute they are at the rest site. And look at this cute ball of destruction. 10 out of 10. Anyway, working with many tubes in Nomad can be very slow, so patience is key. I'm focusing on one camera angle at a time, so now that the front and side views are done, I'll work on the back planes. Oh my god, so many tubes. It's never ending. I'm going nuts. Let's keep going. Now that I look at this as a whole, I think I'll change the bottom right. So let me redo this with overlapping tubes this time, just to give some variations. More work required on the back side. I wish there's a way to move multiple tubes or points at once. So it took a long time, but I got it done eventually. For his eyes, I just have to make this expression. It's so cute. I'm going crazy. And my brain's tired now, so I'll move on to defect. I'll start with a box for defect, then flatten it with the gizmo. Next, I'll carve out his head shape in front view, using 2 spears as a drawing guide. It's always nerve-wracking to use trim tool in one long sweep. One mistake and everything is over. And the base is done. I'm setting out his eyeballs next. Block in the colors first. The eyes are showing up behind, so I'll move his eyeballs forward. Then switch to front view again and trim it down bit by bit. Now I'll activate X and Z symmetry to smooth down the edges on both sides. Whee! So fun. When it's all smooth, I'll shape the chin, then paint up his eyeballs. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's working, so I'll keep painting, then top it with a cute highlight. Now I'll duplicate it for the top eye. His eyes are made of 2 spheres. This is what the outer sphere looks like. It's actually quite cute like this cut. Now that the base is done, I can turn this unbaked cookie into a baked chat. It's time to paint in lights and shadows! Woo! I'm painting in bright yellows and dark browns, and also bezeling the edges as I go. I'm also getting color inspirations from my color references. So blue highlights, purple shadows, blue highlights over purple shadows. I'm really nailing the references with defect. Oops, wrong brush. Undo and move on. What? Wow, I have hot fix in my face groups, what? Now I'm trimming at an angle to sculpt the cracks. This way I can make the chips organic at all angles. And now it's just sculpt and smooth all the way. I'll slowly add more defects. One final push, and defect is done. So cute, so tasty. By the way, if you like 3D sculpting content like this, like and subscribe, please. I've rested enough. I'll keep going with Regen by validating his tubes first. So many tubes. I'm not sure how I want to sculpt him. Oh, that looks nice. I'll work with that. Doing this now, I'm so glad that I took the time to lay out all the tubes. It's tedious to close up all the gaps, but at least I don't have to worry about losing the sharp crevices between tubes. Now I can have some fun doing my own thing. I really love sculpting with Dine Topo because I can change the shapes anytime I want without worrying about topology. By the way, if you're wondering how I break the pieces off like this, I'm just using a smooth tool as thin sections until they split. Pretty simple, right? Just let Dine Topo do its thing. Being able to sculpt freely is so fun. And it's so pretty! I'm so happy with my Regen sculpt. Now I'll paint in some highlights. Blue paint looks fine on this, but the yellow paint looks pretty dull. So I'll do this instead. I'll duplicate the mesh, paint it yellow, and set the material to additive. Additive for the win. It's so glossy, it's insane. Regen looks so good! And that's all 5 characters sculpted. Now that the main hit sculpts are done, I'll make them prettier by sculpting their powers. And to do that, I need to do my research in higher ascensions. So here's the results from my successful runs. Hit Butt for Ironclad, and Daggers and Poison for Silent. As for Necrobinder, I don't know what's going on, but I'm winning. So arsty it is. And no way I'm sculpting Smoke and Steelers cards. So Ox for Defect. And I finally beat Regen Ascension 8 with Ironclad cards. So stars for Regen! Yay! Everything's going according to plan. So in no particular order, I'll start with Necrobinder. I found this super pretty pink gloss coat, so I'll draw on the skull next, using crease tool to draw these patterns, alternating between add and sub. And I'm using the same sculpting method on her flames to polish the whole sculpt. Drag tool to pull out the final strands, then I'm moving on to Osti. I'll duplicate Silent's horn setup and shape them into fingers. Sculpt the fingertip and instance it for the other 4. Osti looks lacking, so I'll clone Necrobinder's flame, invert it, and adjust it so that it looks like I sculpted it from scratch. Yes. So the flames are done, but I can make the fingers even rounder. Doesn't this look amazing? Say yes. 1 down, 4 more to go. For defects orbs, I gotta say that I don't feel confident. Oh my god, I keep doing this. As I was saying, the orbs look difficult to sculpt, but I'll do my best. And because I'm scared, I will import an old sculpt to help me out. Whew. I'll change the material of the outer Gintama object so that I can make it glow. By the way, this is what additive plus metal looks like. Now I can paint the back half of the sphere to create the orb's edge glow. I'll fill out some gaps in the paint, then move on to the next orb. Let's do the plasma orb next. Personally, a defect run is always fun when I can channel tons of different orbs, so I want to sculpt all the different types. I'll create a tube ring for the static, then validate it and make it all squiggly. I'm baking some meringue peaks at the edges. It's so fun. Then I'll add more additive objects for the blobs. Additive everything! Rotate the blobs to give variations. And finish up with the small details. Plasma orb done. Next up, dark purple. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's working. It's looking quite cute. Back to the lightning orb. I'll add color variations, then adjust thickness in the operations tab. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm duplicating my sculpts whenever I can. Just change it a little bit and it's done. It looks so good. Now for the glass orb, I'm going for a rainbow theme so that it's not just white and grey, but the rainbow colors will be subtle. For painting glowing orbs, I find it easier to remove paint first, then paint in the details after. It's just less intimidating. I'll make steady progress by slowly adding and removing paint until it looks so pretty. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Stop. One more orb left. Yes! I don't know how to sculpt eyes, that's why I left it for last. I'll start with drag tool to block out the shapes and flatten tool to carve out geometric planes to give it an ice block look. And I'm applying all my new techniques acquired onto this last orb. There's always so much to learn even in one project alone. It's always so exciting. One last blue gradient and my defect collection is complete. Almost. I'm pretty inspired by this card. I use it. Oh my god. Why does this look like how I feel? So I want to use this shield as a backdrop. But before that, let me use my orb techniques to make the back even cuter. So cute. I'm getting so close, but I'm also getting tired, so I'm sculpting this quick. I don't know why I'm cutting holes, but that's what I'm doing. As long as it looks good. I'll finalize the orb placements. More orbs equal more cute. So cute. One final piece. I'll make a large lightning bolt because I can. And this is a close-up wireframe of the Dyne Topo split in action. Final adjustments to make it look electric. Behind the fact it goes, and it's officially done. Oh my god, they look so gorgeous. I'm gonna cry. Let's roll while the hamster runs. I'll brush up my ironclad sculpt with my favorite sculpting patterns. Then I'll start on his background effects with the headbutt cut design as the base. But honestly, even with my references, I don't even know what my end goal is. So I'll just start with tubes again. Seriously, just use tubes for everything. I'll finalize my tube shapes and placement, then same additive thing. But unlit additive is too bright, so I'll deactivate it for now. I'll merge all the objects so that it's easier to sculpt on the whole thing. Whoa. I seriously had no clue what to sculpt for Ironclad, but this all just sparked my imagination. Whoa. And I made a new discovery while sculpting this. I can reduce the additive glow by switching off the two-sided property. Now I can control the amount of glow at specific areas by stacking geometry. Here's the corner bread visualization. So I have two main objectives. One, make the overall shape really pretty, and two, make it even prettier with glowing patterns. It will take some time, so I'll take a break from talking. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. That took so long, but it was time well spent. My Ironclad sculpt is done! Woohoo! Let's keep the momentum going. Silence Hit is missing some details, so I'll go ahead and draw them up. And with that done, now I'll sculpt her daggers, with tubes, of course. Tube profile is seriously so versatile. Now I'll clone her horn setup for the handle. I'll change out the color and shape, and draw up a new pattern design. Now for the complicated stuff, it's time to craft some poison. As inspired by this card and my favorite runs, I'll use drag tool to create these swirls while staying zoomed out to keep track of the overall shape. And after establishing the base, I can start adding the details. I can make interesting shapes with planar tool on curved surfaces, then inflate tool to create poison blobs, and drag tool with a smaller radius for tight areas. I switch between planar and drag for the most part. And let me show you more patterns that planar tool can create. Pretty cool, right? And I'll repeat this process until the poison sculpt is done. Let me share a few of my poison sculpting tips. I keep the edges and strands inflated to emulate a viscous liquid, and I sculpt in the period mode most of the time, but I switch to Macaque mode for even lighting when I want to focus on drawing patterns. And I'm always drawing the patterns upwards for a consistent flow. I also like to break up uniform silhouette, so keep rotating to find more straight lines, and smoosh them. Getting close. Just a bit more. Persevere. It's so beautiful. I'll make full use of all the details I've sculpted by painting in color variations with the same custom brush, and finish the sculpt. Using additive again for that deadly glow. I really like the Slay The Spire 2 art style. It's so pretty, so I'll infuse the style into my 3D sculpt as best as I can, using crease to draw the lines, and drag to shape the additive edging. I'm having some fun adding patterns here too. My polygon is through the roof with all the duplicated meshes, but my iPad can handle it. The skull is looking so cool. Same logic to drip poison on her daggers. This is so fun, and so cute too. It's finally done. I can't believe Silent looks so gorgeous right now. I'm so happy with this sculpt. I hope you like the sculpts too. I'm feeling so hyped! Last one, let's do this! I'm sculpting stars with pretty much the same workflow. Crease to draw, smooth to smooth, flatten to flat. It's gonna look so pretty. Let's go. The star sculpt is done. Now I'll turn this into a jewel in the cosmos. I want to paint a glass effect, so for this star with a darker blue base, I'll shift towards green for the highlights, and I'll build up layers of darks and lights within this hue spectrum. Well, I feel like my sculpting skills has leveled up. So gorgeous! But my skill improvement poses a new problem. My region sculpt looks too soft now. It needs to look sharp too. Like this. And I want to show you the unpainted look because it looks so cool. It feels so amazing to create my own art. It's so beautiful! I can stop here, but it's not region without his sword effects. Curve repeater with randomize is cool for this, and I'll also randomize an array repeater to make it so pretty! And my boyfriend requested Hoshini Kaiwo, so I'll make it happen. Oh my god, so cute! I literally can't stop smiling. Oshinigaiwa region sculpt is done! Look at this beautiful thing, it makes me so happy. Now I'll combine all my Slay the Spire 2 sculpts for the final reveal. And that's a wrap for my Slay the Spire 2 sculpt. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'll be making more 3D sculpting content like this with various things, not just games. So please like and subscribe to support this cute corner bird. And let me know in the comments which sculpt is your favorite. I hope that watching this video gives you joy. Enjoy the B-roll, and I'll see you in the next one.